Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we have a couple new budget knives from Kaiser. But my goodness, man, these knives are starting to feel more and more premium as they go on. I guess as they should though, right? Which I do love about them is that they do continue to kind of strive. You know, I think a lot of companies will get stuck in a groove and they'll be stuck on something for a while. Seems like they typically are kind of pushing the envelope, or at least attempting to, right? So we have a beautiful, beautiful, deep hollow ground drop point blade. Oh my goodness, that is so slicey. The name of this one is the Void Flare. The Void Flare. 14C 28M blade steel. Then we have this resin handle that kind of reminds me of like a fish scale. Kind of. It's definitely unique. And it does have a groove. You can't see it, but it has a groove. There you go. It's got a groove running right down the side. And then it has a very unique and interesting feel to it. It's soft, you know, almost plastic-like, but there's something else to it, for sure. Great action. Then if you look, we have the blue liners. Now, I was never really into the shiny liners. I know they did this a long time ago. I think it was on, was it the Backlash, I think? I think that's what it was. But I guess it did well for them back then. I think that when you get the shiny polished scales like that, it just cheapens it. Unless if it's like titanium or something like that. But like when it comes to specifically stainless steel, I'm not so sure about it being polished like that. It looks kind of cool on this with the white and the blue, but I'm just saying that, you know, depending on who you are will depend on whether or not it pops for you in a good way or bad way. I do think on this example, it does look really cool. I am kind of growing to it. I always felt like the polished liners looked cheap, but I guess that's not saying with, you know, with anodizing. I just meant like when it's just regular. But anyways, good detent, great access to the lock bar. The fuller is very easy to get to from the bottom or the top. Can you thumb flick it? No, not the best thumb flicker. You can roll it around. But don't forget, guys, if you guys are wanting to purchase anything from any of the videos, I always link everything down in the description. So check the description. Typically, the top of the description will have what I linked in the video. So check out the links and make sure you use the discount codes. It is a small knife, but I can get, you know, basically a full grip, but it's slim back here. So that's, you know, I'm usually not a big fan of that. So I do feel the clip quite a bit, but for the size knife it is, you're going to pinch grip it, right? You're going to usually pinch grip it. So nothing wrong with that. The plunge grind, I wish was a little bit better because, you know, we need more room for sharpening. Other than that, everything else is pretty good. TA hardware all the way around. The clip, not inset, but it does have flat screws and it is reversible. Detent is solid, geometry is good. They do a good job with their 14C. All right, let's get to the next one. Next one is definitely my favorite of the two. This is the Mini Shakan, and it's got the ripple pattern aluminum with this blue anodization. And this is a pattern you see on very high-end knives. I know We Knife Co. has done it before, so now we're seeing it on their budget line. So this was only seen on their premium line before. And then you see knives like the Roosevelt and stuff, they do it. My goodness, does this have a detent? Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Beautiful action. Like I always say, they do the best button locks. If you want the best button lock, you know, don't ever compare any plunge style button lock to, you know, to them. They are the ones that mastered it, whether you're talking about lock strength or detent. Look at that. Man, that's beautiful, ain't it? That Damascus, oh, the wave pattern. To think this is a budget knife in 2025 is just, it's insane. Beautiful, solid aluminum scales too, with a reversible deep carry clip, inset with flat screws too. TA hardware all the way around. Nice texturing on that button. Man, nice sound too. Man, that detent, man. So good. Very slicey geometry. This is only a 90 thousandths blade stock thickness. You can see that's a real Damascus there. But yeah, man, such a thin, full flat ground blade, super slicey. It's only a 3-finger knife, but like I said with the last one, pinch grips is where it's going to mostly be at, you know, choppy down stuff, utility cuts, opening things up. But yes, you can smash up on it if you need to really bear down and cut something. Not that you would with something small like this, but I'm just saying you could. The fidget factor is, and that ting, it's that metallic sound. Damn, this is great. This is beautiful. So yeah, this is definitely to me a really, really cool knife, you know, for being in a budget or a more affordable category, you know, being CIVIVI and not We Knife Co. This is great. So yeah, if you're into smaller knives, because this is definitely a small one, but you know, and I always say this, but man, when there's a really cool one, I totally dig small knives. I'm typically into full size knives, you know. I'm not saying they have to be very big, but like 3.25, you know, even a 3-inch, 3 to 3.5-inch blade, you know, is my is where I like. I even like larger than that, but you know, going under 3-inch blades, I'm typically not the biggest fan, but when they're done perfectly well like this, when they're this good, man, it's hard not to like. So there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time, peace.